Okay, now I want to talk about when to take a loss. And sadly, I have no questions about this. Literally, no one seems to want to know when to book a loss, even though this is way more important than when to book a profit. Because if you let your losses get too big, that is the end of your trading career and that is the end of your account. So the rules for this are super simple. Let me take you through them. So two situations that would possibly cause you to take a loss on a trade. One is when your original stop loss is hit. Now, if that happens, you get out, no questions asked. There is no ifs, no buts, no bargaining, no exceptions. Your stop loss is hit and you get out. That's it. This simple rule itself will save you from doing great damage to your account. Don't hope, don't pray, the stock will come back. Oh, it's just a minor dip. Oh, it's going to come back tomorrow. No, we've all done that. We've been there. It doesn't work that way. And it's just going to delay your progress. So remember this rule. This is a golden rule of trading. No matter what system you trade, whether you're a day trader, swing trader, position trader, if your predetermined stop loss is hit, get out. Okay. Now there are three situations in which I would get out even before the stop loss is hit, which means even before the stop hits -1 hour. So the first is if there's not enough cushion at the end of the day. What does that mean? Now let's say I entered a stock at 100 and my stop loss was at 95. At the end of the day, the stock closes at 96. That means it's super close to my stop loss. And if we have a gap down in the stock tomorrow, then the stock might open at 94, 93, or even 90. I don't have enough cushion at the end of the day to hold that stock overnight and risk a gap down. So what I'm going to do is exit it at the end of the day, and that would be a -0.8 hour loss in this case. And that would be fine because my goal is never to have a loss bigger than -1 hour. Now, the second scenario is if I don't have enough cushion in the stock and its earnings reports are coming out. So the same logic as this here. If the stock is very close to the stop loss and I don't have enough cushion and a huge event like the earnings or some other news catalyst is about to come out in that stock in the after hours, then you want to get out because you don't want to risk a big gap down. Same reason, same logic. The third condition is something that I learned from Minavini, and he calls it the train not arriving on schedule. And what that essentially means is maybe you bought a stock and you expect it to break out and just keep going up for 3 to 5 days, right? Say the stock doesn't do that and just keeps going sideways. And it's drifting, drifting, drifting. The rest of the market is breaking out, but this stock is not doing anything. And maybe the volume is not that good either. It's drifting on pretty high volume, which is not something you want to see if a stock is consolidating. So what you can just do, scratch it off, sell it at whatever price it is. Maybe it's near your break even. Maybe it's halfway to your stop loss. Whatever the current price is, take that risk off and maybe put your money to work in something much better. So if you're expecting the train to arrive at a certain schedule, that means in other words, you're expecting the stock to break out and it doesn't do that for a really long time, then you just give up on it, take a loss and move on. So those are the simple rules for when you should take a loss. And this is the most important one that you never, ever, ever want to take any exceptions on. Hopefully the logic and the reasons behind all of these make sense. No matter what your stop loss rules are, You need to have some into place so that you never damage your account and don't end your career prematurely.